Imagine having the ability to date the women you want, or be in a relationship with the women you want. To have your weekend booked up from women that you courageously approached, got their number, and was able to set up a date. And to be the man that women want in their life. And ultimately, after dating many women, being able to select the one woman that you want. The one that inspires you, the one that's not only just beautiful, but talented, passionate, and supports your mission in life. So to have all of this without having to change your identity, your looks, or spend loads of money on dates trying to impress her. I know what it's like to not be able to meet the women you want. You feel like you're not worthy. You feel like they're too good for you. They're for other guys. And to be in relationships with women that you're not really inspired to be in. So you spend a lot of your time with your friends on the weekends. You might be sick and tired of watching porn and masturbating. I know I was. You might be tired of looking at your friends in relationships on social media and they're just posting all these cute pictures of them with their awesome relationship. You might dread going to these events when you get invited where you're supposed to bring someone else and your parents are starting to be worried about you. You might be lonely and depressed, and those popular social sites can really only uplift you so long with the 10 things that every man must do, something like that. You might be upset that everyone gets it and you feel like you're missing out on life. You see, right now, this is the best time of your life. No matter what age you are, it doesn't matter. This is the best moment of your life because you're never going to get this time back. So we have to live fully. What's going to happen 3, 5, 10 years from now? Where will you be? What if nothing happens? What's going to be the differentiator between now and then? You see, you have to take care of this problem now because if you don't take action, you're just going to continue to reinforce your current beliefs around yourself, women, dating, and relationships. You see, if that's the case, you're going to be depressed, unhappy, and lonely. Guys, this is an important problem. And guys tend to ignore this because they think that one day it's just going to get better and that they'll meet the right person one day in the future, that type of mentality. Don't worry, there's hope, guys. There's 3 simple things that you can do right now that could triple your dating. It could drastically improve the quality of you being a man right now. So the first one is being an authentic man. And what I mean by that is being a man who openly expresses his thoughts, words, and actions, and they're all aligned. And number 2 is the law of cause and effect. And I'm sure you've heard of this before. And the cause is why something happens, and the effect is what happens. So if you aren't taking action, you're not going to get a result. Therefore, if we take more action, we're going to see more results in our life. And so the reason why we're not taking action is because of fear of rejection. And so what we want to do here is flip the script and view all rejection as feedback. Therefore, the more action you take, it's not about winning or losing. You just get more experience. You grow more. The more action you take, the more experience you gain. And the more experience you gain, the less likelihood of making mistakes again in the future. Therefore, the more action you take, the better you become. And number 3 is the social matrix. You see, people are attracted to things of equal or higher value and less attracted to things of lower value. Therefore, if we only offer value to people, they will be attracted to us. So to summarize these 3 things here, if we're being an authentic man and openly expressing ourselves, clear in our thoughts, words, and actions, and we're taking action and we don't view it as we're not viewing, we're not scared because we no longer view it as rejection. There's nothing to be scared of. You're only growing and improving, and the more action you take, the better that you become. And if we do this from a position of offering value and we're sharing and being authentic with who we are to the other person, we're offering value. It's going to completely transform your relationships. You see, most people are holding things in. They're trying to communicate, but they're not even saying anything. They're not clear in what they want. They're not clear in their words, their thoughts, their actions. And what's happening here is you're hoping that people know what you mean. Like right now, how powerful is this statement to you? Exactly. We have to communicate in order for us to really connect with another human being. And a lot of times we're thinking in our head, but we're not actually conveying how we're feeling. We're not sharing what's on our mind, how we feel with other people. And so if we're fearless about this and we're viewing all action taken as only experience, then we can go around and really share who we are with other people. And if we're doing it from a position from the social matrix where we're offering value to people, it'll completely reignite all of your relationships. Guys, I wasn't always like this. I didn't always know about this material. I wasn't always as skilled in this area. I never really had a girlfriend growing up, lonely most of my life, and just most of my friends all around me were in great relationships, having a lot of sex, going to like prom, like always having dates throughout college. And this led me into alcohol, into masturbation and porn, just pretty much an addiction. And the only times I could really ever be with a girl was drunk. and never really having a relationship after that, just having these one night encounters that you vaguely remember. I read all the articles and watched all the videos. I was trying to consume as much content online as I could, and it was just so confusing to me. I could never put it together. I didn't know what I was missing. What was I doing wrong? I felt like I knew so much, but the results I was getting just weren't there. And I remember even girls that I wasn't even attracted to, like they would reject me. I'm like, I'm not even really attracted to you, and like these girls are rejecting me. It was just every girl. It didn't matter if they were the ones I wanted or the ones I didn't want. They just all didn't want me. And I would hold crushes on girls at work or in my social circle, and I would never act on it. You know, I would talk to them, I'd be able to like get them laughing, I'd be able to have some fun with them, but they never viewed me as the man that they wanted in their life. And that's what I wanted. And so I kept consuming content online. I was reading all the articles, I was following all the leaders, I was watching all the videos, I was applying, I was taking action, but nothing was really, like I wasn't getting significant results, like nothing was really clicking for me. I even found myself in a series of relationships with women, and I thought this was a win. It was like these beautiful women that I was able to get on dates. And so what happened was, it was just so bizarre. And I thought that I was finally getting this area of my life taken care of, where I was able to get girls to come out with me. There was one in particular where we went out and it would last for about 3 months. She would just stop talking to me. I would never see her again. She would stop answering my phone calls. I'm just like, what happened? Like, what went wrong? And she was like this gorgeous, gorgeous girl, like way out of my league at that time. And so right after that, just a few months later, I found myself in another relationship with a girl, and it lasted again about 4 months. And the same thing happened, where the girl would just kind of slowly fizzle away, and I would just never hear from her again. And that was boom. And then a couple months later, I found myself in another relationship, and it lasted just about 3 months. So 3 relationships over the course of a year, and they all would just end the same way, where the girl was really excited, and then just slowly the girl would just kind of like fizzle out, and I would never hear from her again. I would just like look on Facebook, and she'd be like at some concert with some other guy. She's like with some other guy already. I'm like butthurt crying, and she's already out there just like enjoying life. And after that year, I just remember being sick and tired of trying to get girls, like spending so much of my time and energy like on why I don't have girls. So what I did is I started working on myself. I got into personal development, started off with like Anthony Robbins, and just started reading tons of content, started going to events, started going to seminars, started just immersing myself in personal development. And this was like a game changer for me, just for my own personal self. What happened was these results started affecting all areas of my life, where my health, I started working out, I started getting big. I was pretty skinny kind of growing up, so I started put on like 15 pounds of muscle, just really getting bigger, and started earning more money at work, started having side hustles, or I had little small businesses and I was earning more money. I remember I bought this nice like blue car. It was a Acura RSX. But the thing is even though I had more money, I had better looks, better style, I was in great shape, I was just so positive and so happy and like really loving my life, but I still had no women. So despite all of that work, years of work in that area, I still had no women in my life. I still had women rejected me. And I would keep saying like, oh, you know what? I'm still working on myself. Like, no worries. Like, just going to work on myself. But the time kept going. When is this going to get better? When is this going to change? Like, when is it my turn? Then one day, I was walking to work, and it was just like any other day. I was walking to work, got there about 10 minutes early. And I remember I was walking past the store. So I was at a mall. It's an outdoor mall. I remember walking past the store, and I remember looking to my right, and I saw this girl. And it was like one of the most gorgeous girls that I had ever seen. And right away, you watch all these videos, read all this content online, you read books, and it's like you think, oh, like, what do I do? Like, so many thoughts in my head. What do I say? What do I do here? Okay, Andrew, all right. What I did in this situation was different than what I did in all the previous situations. Is I just dropped it. Instead of thinking of all the hundreds of videos I've seen on YouTube, or trying to think of the books I've read, or all the content articles I've read, and what would this guy do? What would that guy do? What should I say? How should I walk? I just dropped all of it. I literally just looked at her, and I just straight lined walked to her fearlessly. And I just walked straight to her, even though I was scared, even though I didn't know what to say. I just kept walking, and every step was like, oh my God, like, you're going in, you're going in. It was like I was about to jump off a plane. And boom, I just went up to her and I said, hi, my name's Andrew. And boom, we had stimulating conversation. She was laughing. I was excited. I got her phone number. I remember she hugged me goodbye. I remember she like lifted that one leg up. And I was just like, this is just incredible. I couldn't believe what had happened when I walked back. Like, I had so much energy. And that began that journey. I knew that this was it. And I'm going to share with you what this is. So once I really just let go of all this nonsense online from these so-called gurus and pickup artists and really just tapped into my authentic self, took action when the opportunity presented itself, and just trusted that I was enough for the opportunity and just gave pure value to people, everything changed. And I would receive nothing but positive experiences from beautiful women. And it's such a great combination to be the authentic man who openly expresses himself and shares his thoughts, words, and actions all aligned. And he views taking action as only feedback. He doesn't view it as win or lose. It's just, here's who I am. I'm going to go for the opportunity and I'm going to give nothing but pure value. How could anyone not like that and really enjoy being around someone like that? And so to have the ability to fearlessly approach attractive women, have stimulating conversation, maybe even get physical in that interaction, and get her phone number, date her, and from this position, you can date multiple women, and then from your choosing, you can select the one that you think is going to be the best for a long-term relationship. I think that's the best way for a man to enter a relationship, is to really have his choice of the best one, not necessarily on looks, but you want to be able to make sure you have the same values as the woman before you enter a long-term relationship. So coming from a position of abundance is the best way to get the woman that you want. And since then, I've dated and have been in relationships with some of the most beautiful women that I've ever laid my eyes on. College dancers, college cheerleaders, nurses, teachers, yoga instructors, female entrepreneurs, women running nonprofit organizations trying to change the world, just a wide variety of stunning, talented, and very highly educated women. And I can finally say that I have this area of my life taken care of. And the exciting thing is that this area just keeps getting better and better every week, every month. It's just such an exciting journey that every man should just take on and fully adopt into his lifestyle. I mean, I went from masturbating, watching porn every night to dating and being in relationships with women 10 times more beautiful than in those videos. Like, I've never even want to be with those girls in those videos. It's like, in the real world, they're way better. The bottom line, guys, is that the only thing that's holding you back from getting the women that you want in your life is yourself. There is no physical barrier between you and the girl that you see. It's in your head where you tell yourself that you can't do it. You don't feel entitled. You feel like she's going to reject you. You don't feel like you're enough of a man. Whatever it is, it's yourself that's holding you back. There's no one that's saying, hey, you can't go there. You can't talk to her. The girl's walking by. You can talk to her or not. There's nothing stopping you from going up to that girl fearlessly, talking to her, having a stimulating conversation with her, getting her number, dating her, and seeing her another time and having a relationship with that girl. There's nothing stopping you. And guys, this journey has completely transformed my life into who I am today. So if you don't know, I'm Andrew Ferebee, founder of Knowledge for Men, a personal development media company that helps empower men to live better. I'm the creator of Double Your Confidence, 7 Days to Crushing Life, and The Lion's Den, a private mastermind group for men. And through Knowledge for Men, I've impacted over 1 million lives. I've also trained with the best dating and relationship coaches in the world and really immersed myself in this area to completely just fully internalize what it means to be an authentic man who can fearlessly go after the things he wants in his life. And despite those accolades, the best part about this entire thing is waking up in the morning and checking email and seeing the few emails that I get each day from some testimonial, some guy whose life has just been completely changed. And their life is never the same after they listen to the podcast or buy one of my products. It's just one of the best feelings that you can ever get. And it gives me motivation to continue to train and continue to deliver more value back to you guys. Listen, if you've been totally bummed about your dating life or not having the type of relationship that you want, imagine being able to approach and talk to the most attractive woman that you see around you, have stimulating conversation. They start chasing you where you're no longer trying to talk to them, but they want to know who you are. Who is this guy? You can get their phone number, start dating them, and get into a relationship with them. And the best part is this is without having to spend boatloads of money or to change your identity, change who you are, and do this by just being you. So if you really want to learn how to do this, you can pick up my book, an Amazon bestseller, The Dating Playbook for Men, a 7-step proven system to go from single to the woman of your dreams if you go to knowledgeformen.com/playbook. That's knowledgeformen.com/playbook, and you can get your hands on this Amazon bestseller, one of the highest rated books in the dating and relationships category on Amazon. Now, in the last few years, I've been experimenting and I've had a few other major epiphanies. One of them was the freedom from outcome theory, which removed the pain of what to say or do when you're talking to anyone. And this really came from an accident. I was really bored for a few weeks, and I just had this epiphany that if I stopped caring about what other people thought, and I really just became self-reliant and became independent of other people's thoughts, words, and actions, and was able to fully express my own thoughts, words, and actions, and had true freedom from outcome, then I could effortlessly talk to any woman and approach any woman on a whole new level. And I also picked up on something called the 80-20 rule of conversations, which basically hooks anyone into a stimulating conversation, especially women who start chasing you instead of you trying to chase the woman. And so with all these women and dating, you're eventually going to fall into a relationship with an incredible woman. Then I stumbled on my greatest discovery yet, the grounded man. You see, the grounded man is respected by others, others respect him, and he respects himself. He has a high sense of purpose and direction in his life. He lives his life according to a set of values and principles that dictate his life. And so what I found was that when you combine the grounded man with an understanding of what women want and how to approach women, you create an unstoppable force. It's like stepping into the matrix and coming back. It's a completely new world, and everything begins to make sense. Everything just comes together and it just clicks. You go after what you want. You do what you want, and it affects all areas of your life. This isn't just about dating and women. This affects all areas of your life. This is really a philosophy for living an abundant life. You no longer need to worry about what to say or what to do. It doesn't matter. Everything is crystal clear. Your thoughts, your words, your actions, they all come together. Everything that you say or do is the perfect thing to do because it's coming from you. You begin to become your own hero, and women around you fall into their deepest feminine. They trust you, they feel safe with you, and they want to have sex with you. Simply, the more that you go out, the more women will notice the rare breed of man that you have become. The reason why the grounded man is so powerful is because he has first mastered himself. Then he has mastered success with women. And it's this combination that cultivates that aura that women flock to, that women are drawn to. And women simply look at you and feel you, and they can't help but say, I want him inside. Now, before I move on, let me ask you, would you like to have this? This discovery is so powerful that it's helped myself and my clients have the most abundant dating lives we've ever experienced. I know so many guys out there struggling with women, dating, and in relationships who would absolutely just kill to have this information. So that's why I put together this book called The Dating Playbook for Men, a 7-step proven system to go from single to the woman of your dreams. You can check out this book at knowledgeformen.com/playbook, or you can just go to Amazon and search for Dating Playbook for Men. With the power of the Dating Playbook for Men, you'll have the ability to get the women you want now, without having to become some wealthy businessman, some actor, celebrity, or some athlete. Listen, you can get the women you want now, just the way that you look, with whatever you have in your wallet. Money doesn't matter. Module 1 teaches you the fundamental framework behind the grounded man. It teaches you how to walk the world with utter confidence, to have conviction that you're enough for anything that you want in the world, and to be 100% happy at all times. Module 2 is on the internal mindset. I'll logically show you how to have the vibe of that guy, whose presence women can't help but respond to, and how to stimulate her emotionally so that you're just irresistible to her, and so that wherever you go, you'll know that you know what to do. Module 3 is on understanding what women want. You'll have a PhD in female psychology. Every single notion of how women think and feel, and most importantly, what they respond to, you'll never be confused about why women do what they do again. Module 4 is on approaching and interacting with women. I'll show you how you can effortlessly approach any woman that you want and get her to respond positively to you, have stimulating conversation, and even get a bit physical so that you leave her wanting more. Module 5 is on closing in early dating stages. It's about how to get the phone number, how to have a one-night encounter, how to set up the first date, and how to step-by-step walk through the dating process so that you do not get friend-zoned and that the woman views you as the man that she wants in her life right from the first date. Module 6 is on relationship mastery. So after you've dated quite a few girls, or if you're already in an existing relationship, I'll show you how to have the most intimate and the deepest level of connection that you've ever had with a woman. I'll show you how every month you guys just fall in love with each other over and over again. It's one of the most beautiful experiences that the world offers. So relationship mastery is a module that you don't want to miss. And it focuses on also the guys who are in long-term relationships and the guys who are just starting out in a new relationship. And for the people who are sick of programs that leave you with no real clear path of how to get good at this, I've created a step-by-step roadmap on how you can master this. You see, I really want you to master this. I really want you to have this skill. So Module 7 is on mastery, how to go from beginner to intermediate to advanced to master. So I'll show you step by step how you can really get good at this, and I'll show you the common obstacles that you face at each stage. So the beginner, intermediate, advanced, and master, so you can progressively smash through those obstacles and continue to grow. I want you to reach your highest potential and finally take care of this area.
I'm David, and I am from Los Angeles. I originally approached Andrew because I'm a super fan of the Knowledge for Men podcast. You know, I'd been single for 3 years now, and I didn't have much luck dating just because I was working 60 plus hours a week, you know? Andrew helped me though. He helped me by helping me become a more grounded man, and he helped me understand what it is women really want. You know, trust me, I wish I'd known this stuff when I hit puberty. But anyway, since then I've been dating 2 girls, and one of them I really like, and I think things are going really well. One thing I liked was Andrew's ability to break down complex ideas into easy and manageable steps that I was able to take action on despite my heavy work schedule. Yeah, you know, I think Andrew's extremely easy to work with, and he delivers great results. I definitely would recommend Andrew and the Knowledge for Men podcast to anyone out there that's looking to improve their dating life.
Hey, I'm Don from New York, and I recently hit up Andrew. I'm a big fan of Andrew's podcast, and to be honest, at first, I wasn't sure if his advice was actually going to help me get the ladies, but the results thus far have been astounding. I'm completely baffled at how easy it is to talk to the ladies. You know, I'm a student full-time. I'm constantly studying, really focused on my education, so I personally don't have time for dating. And, you know, Andrew taught me how to approach women properly, all right? He taught me how to talk to them. It doesn't matter how good-looking they are. You know, you just got to have the confidence, and you have to know what to say. And Andrew completely, 100% knows all the ins and outs and the details. And just being a grounded man, it's crazy how invigorating and amazing it feels to be able to have stimulating conversations with any woman. You know, any woman, no matter how good looking they are. I'll be honest, I didn't think I would have time for dating or serious relationships, but you know, it's crazy because I have this amazingly beautiful girlfriend. We've been together for 2 months, and I've never been happier. I just want to say thank you, Andrew. Your podcast is amazing. I'm looking forward to all the future podcasts. I'm always tuning in, and you truly helped me, brother. I appreciate everything you've done for me.
Hey, I'm Vince from San Francisco, and I started coaching with Andrew because I'd found myself in a pretty boring and shaky relationship for about 5 or 6 months, and Andrew totally saved that relationship. Really got me in touch with myself, helped me actually become a man, and apparently gave me the kind of mindset that my girlfriend just absolutely can't get enough of now. And things are actually like when we first met, just unbelievable now. It's like we just got to start all over. And the whole time with Andrew, I felt like he was actually on my side. Like he really wanted me to succeed, not just go through the motions. And I just want to say thank you. Props to Andrew for changing lives.
Guys, I really want you to have these same results as well. Go to knowledgeformen.com/playbook to go ahead and get the Dating Playbook for Men. Check it out. You can simply go to Amazon.com and just search Dating Playbook for Men and check out the reviews, look at the book. You can read a good portion of the book for free. So check that out. You won't regret it. knowledgeformen.com/playbook. In order to win at this, you just need 3 things. You need to have an open mind. And number 2, you need to be willing to take action. And number 3, you need to be willing to try new things. You see, I've coached guys from all ages, 19 to 56, college students to corporate workers to family men to guys who have been divorced. I've helped guys from a wide variety of sources. But they all have one thing in common. They want to take care of this area of their life. They want to have a more abundant dating life. They want to have a deeper, more intimate, a better, more enriching relationship with their significant other. So this product will not work for you if success in your dating and relationships isn't a priority in your life. You must be willing to follow the steps. You must want success at this. And yeah, there are other products out there that claim to have similar results, yet they're based on game or pickup, and it's about not being yourself, and this isn't a long-term viable solution. And there's other stuff out there that's a little too woo-woo, a little too spiritual, and it doesn't really provide actionable advice so that you can see and get tangible results. And then there's also the mainstream advice, which is just so vague, and it just tells you to be confident. Be confident, pretend like you're James Bond, which isn't really gonna get you the type of results that you want in your life. And those programs cost upwards of $1,000. Now, what if you don't solve this problem? What if this problem continues? What would your life be like for the next 3, 5, 10 years if this problem is not solved? Remember, these are the best years of your life. It doesn't matter what age you are, right now is the best year of your life. You don't have to be single. You don't have to be in relationships that don't inspire you. You can get the life you want now. What if you could solve this problem? Imagine the problem solved. What would that do for you? How would you feel? What would it be like to wake up every morning with the woman of your dreams right beside you? What is the value of having this taken care of? What is the value of not having to experience a breakup or a divorce? Two things that can wreck a man's life for years and even decades. So that value is almost priceless. And these other lesser products cost upwards of $1,000. And keep in mind, my one-on-one coaching services is $1,000 a month. And ultimately, I want you to have this program. I just found a solution for a major pain point in my life, and I've put it together in a package, and I'm presenting it to you. If you act now today, I'm gonna give you the online dating blueprint. So the online dating blueprint, you can literally use this to triple your dating. I'll show you which websites to use, how to construct an engaging, intriguing profile, which pictures that you should have, and also how to send messages. I'll give you example headlines, and I'll give you example messages of exactly what I use, and I'll show you screenshots of really bad examples of messages and bad examples of different profiles that other guys have, and show you what to do, and I'll show you exactly what not to do so that you can maximize your interactions with attractive women, even if you're extremely busy. And the second bonus I'm going to offer if you act now today is a 30-day challenge to social freedom. So this is a 30-day challenge to help you break through social conditioning. Each day there's different activities that you do, and they progressively get harder and harder and harder. But because you're gaining experience along the way, you're getting that much better, you're getting that much more comfortable talking to strangers, approaching, and this is going to impact not only your dating life, but also your personal and professional life, because you're not going to be that shy introvert. You're going to be someone who can fearlessly approach anyone at any time. And so the third bonus I want to offer you today is the rules of texting. So a lot of times guys will go through all the trouble of approaching and talking to the girl, and they'll get the girl's phone number, but they won't know what to do after that. Or they'll attempt to, and they'll end up losing her, and she'll end up fizzling out, and nothing really happens. The conversation just dies. So I'll show you exactly what to do to engage and have stimulating conversation through text, develop rapport, have fun, and I'll show you how you can set up the date and how to close the date and how to reduce any sort of flakes that may happen through text when you have on the day of the date. Literally, this guide can transform your dating life. Once you learn how to approach and have that stimulating conversation and get girls' phone numbers, this is almost like the next step. You need to learn how to set up the date, and texting is a very powerful way to do that. So I want to show you the exact formula that I use that yields the highest results. And also, I'm going to show you live screenshots of live text conversations that I have, so you can see what I'm doing, and I break it down and give you each text. I give details on what's going on and why I said this and why I'm saying that, so that you can just take the formula and apply it on your own and get the same results, if not better. So what took me years to develop and hundreds of phone numbers that I had to lose while I was trying to figure this out, you can just get it right now with the rules of texting and never have to experience that where nothing's happening and the conversation dies. Let's get you more dates. Sold separately, the online dating blueprint would cost you $69. The 30-day challenge to social freedom would cost you $29. And the rules of texting guide would cost you $69. And the how to recover from a breakup and bounce back stronger guide would cost $29. So all in all, it's about $200 for the bonuses. Other similar products cost $1,000. And if you were to work with me on a one-on-one coaching basis for dating and relationships, I charge $1,000 a month. And people are very happy paying for that price. Yet, you won't be paying for those bonuses if you act now today. Guys, so you can get this book, The Dating Playbook for Men, a 7-step proven system to go from single to the woman of your dreams, and all the other bonuses I just shared with you for just $10. That's right, this whole thing, just $10. Go to knowledgeformen.com/playbook, or just simply go to Amazon and search Dating Playbook for Men and get the book for $10. This is the lowest priced that it's ever going to be. And this is just so much value. And previously, all of these separate products, I did sell for those prices. And now you can get the entire book. You can get all the bonuses for just $10. Go to knowledgeformen.com/playbook, or simply go to Amazon and search Dating Playbook for Men. You're seconds away from having a proven system that removes all the guesswork of what to do. And you'll never need to waste time and money going in the wrong direction. Your current world of women is about to change forever. It will never be the same again. You're about to grow on so many levels as a man once this new reality sets in. It's time to end the frustration of programs that are doing more harm than good to your personal growth as a man. And if you don't take action, you may be able to figure this out on your own. And congrats if you do. But what if you just would have had the system that works? What if you would have just taken action and reduced all the pain, the time, the rejections, all that heartache? And what if you just don't figure this out and nothing changes? So all of this is going to be changing, and this is just a limited time offer for my launch period. So take advantage of this opportunity now. If you close this and come back to it later, it may not be here for you. So I want you to have this. I want you to take advantage of this opportunity so that you can control your dating life. Like, you can do this is the bottom line. Whether or not you get my program or not, like, you need to know that you can take control of your dating life. You can have more women in your life. Those girls that you like, the type of women that you want in your life, those aren't for other guys. Those are for you. And you have to destroy that barrier that's stopping you from getting what you want. I had a problem in my life and I solved it. I created a solution because so many people are asking me for this product. So I had to, all right, let me create a program. I can't coach everyone, but if I created a program and took the best content and took all this stuff out of my head and put it in a program that was designed in a simple form that you could easily consume and get results way better than I have in much faster time, I'm all about that. I'm all about helping you grow. Guys, I do a podcast twice a week. I deliver some of the best content on my podcast, and I interview some amazing guys on my podcast, and I give all that to you for free. Like, I'm all about giving you as much value as possible. So take advantage of this opportunity now by simply going to knowledgeformen.com/playbook and getting the Dating Playbook for Men, a proven 7-step system to go from single to the woman of your dreams. And guys, I'll see you on the other side. Take me up on this offer, and you're never going to regret it. You're never going to look back. I'll see you guys there.